Miles Peter Kane is an English musician, best known as the co-frontman of the Last Shadow Puppets and former frontman of the Rascals, before the band announced their breakup in August 2009. He is currently pursuing a solo career, and continues to be a part of the Last Shadow Puppets. His debut solo album, Color of the Trap, was released on May 9, 2011, and the follow-up, Don't Forget Who You Are, was released on June 3, 2013. Personal life. Born in Birkenhead, Wirral, England, Kane grew up in nearby Mills. Being an only child, Kane has stayed close to his mother. Kane supports the football team Liverpool FC. Miles is also a close friend of Everton and England footballer Leighton Baines. Kane was in a relationship with model Agina Stin in 2009. The couple broke up because Stin couldn't divide her time between America and Britain. Kane had a relationship with model Suki Waterhouse from June 2011 to February 2013. At the end of 2013 he was rumored to be dating MTV Europe presenter Laura Whitmore. Band projects. The Little Flames. Aged 18, Kane joined the Little Flames as guitarist alongside Eva Peterson, Greg Michael, Joe Edwards and Matt Gregory in December 2004. The band signed to Delta Sonic and were compared to label mates The Coral and high-profile fans such as the Arctic Monkeys. They also went on to tour with bands like The Coral, The Zootons, The Dead Sixties and the Arctic Monkeys. The band split in 2007 prior to releasing their debut album, which remains unreleased. The Rascals, Kane, on vocals and lead guitar, was joined by Greg Michael on drums and Joe Edwards on bass guitar and occasional backing vocals. Kane took on the main songwriting duties for the band. The band, who have known each other from childhood, continued where the Little Flames left off. They signed with Delta Sonic Records again, only with fewer members this time. They were adamant to keep their own distinct sound of awesome rock keen beats with a psychedelic quirk and a compelling and unique dark underlying spirit. The Rascals released their debut EP in December 2007, just 7 months after they got together. Entitled Out of Dreams, it featured 4 tracks, but did not achieve chart success. Yet they soon became tipped to be one of the bands of 2008, championed in particular by NME, following a well-received support slot on the Arctic Monkeys' 2007 tour. Their first album Rascalize was released on June 23, 2008. The Rascals have a small role in the film Away Days, playing an Echo and the Bunnymen cover. Kane also has several lines such as "Sorry, I have to help the guys with the gear." The Last Shadow Puppets. Whilst touring with the Arctic Monkeys, Kane and frontman Alex Turner began to play together backstage, which resulted in the composition of new tracks. They shared a love of the same musical influences, such as Nick Cave. They realized that there was a future in their songwriting partnership, and the Last Shadow Puppets were born. The duo decided to travel to the west coast of France with producer James Ford, where they recorded their debut album The Age of the Understatement in just 2 weeks. Their album went straight to number 1 in the UK album charts, with the single of the same name reaching number 1 in the indie single charts, and subsequent singles also reaching high spots. They first played together live in the UK, doing a secret set at Glastonbury with a special guest appearance from Jack White, to whom Kane lent his iPod so White could learn the solo. The band's album narrowly missed out on the nationwide Mercury Music Prize, but thus far they have won the Mojo Breakthrough Award, and have also been nominated for various other accolades. Solo career. In early 2009, after his last tour with the Rascals, Miles Kane left the band to focus on a solo career. Inspired by a classic, Smart 60s mod theme, he signed with Columbia Records and began recording his solo album with Dan Carey and Dan the Automator, who had previously worked with Gorillaz and Kasabian. Color of the Trap. Kane's debut single, Inhaler, was released on November 22, 2010, and he did a series of solo shows throughout November, as well as supported the Cortinas at several shows in December. He then continued solo performances in January and February 2011, before supporting BDI at 8 shows in March. Kane released another single, Come Closer, on February 20, 2011, reaching number 85 on the UK singles chart. Rearrange, the third single from his debut album, was released on March 27, 2011 and reached number 149 on the UK singles chart. The album, titled Colour of the Trap, was released on May 9, 2011. One track, My Fantasy, features backing vocals from Noel Gallagher, while another, Happenstance, is a duet between Kane and French actress Claire. Copyright Mens Po Copyright SY. Half of the tracks on the album were co-written by Alex Turner, Kane's partner in The Last Shadow Puppets. Kane supported the Arctic Monkeys at 2 shows in Sheffield in June 2011, and was their support act on their Australian tour in January 2012. It was also announced on October 19, 2011 that Kane was to support Kasabian on their UK tour in December 2011. Don't Forget Who You Are. On February 24, 2013, Kane released an EP titled Give Up, charting at number 62. On March 13, 2013, Kane revealed he would be releasing his second album, entitled Don't Forget Who You Are, in the spring. On March 19, 2013, a UK tour in May and June to coincide with the album was announced. On April 30, 2013, Kane released a second, title single, Don't Forget Who You Are, which features the B-side Oh We Get Right which was written by Kane and Alex Turner. The album was released on June 3, 2013, debuting at number 8 in the UK charts. Kane played the opening day of Glastonbury 2013 on the John Peel stage, before joining the Arctic Monkeys in their headline slot, to play on 505. 2 further singles from the album, Taking Over, and Better Than That, released in August and October 2013 respectively. Band members: the live band include Ben Parsons, Phil Anderson, Jay Sharrock drummer, and the current drummer and BDI, and George Moran. Singer-songwriter Eugene McGuinness was formerly a member. He left the band to continue with his own career. Jay Sharrock Euro drums, Ben Parsons Euro keyboards, Phil Anderson Euro bass guitar, George Moran Euro rhythm guitar, vocals. Former members: Eugene McGuinness Euro vocals, rhythm guitar. Awards and nominations: Equipment, guitars, Gibson ES335 TDW, Fender Jaguar Sunburst Finish, Fender Telecaster Sonic Blue with Bigsby, Gibson LG1, Gibson B45, Rickenbacker 365 Reglow, Fender Telecaster 3 pickup model in black used in the Little Flames, Fender Telecaster Sunburst Finish with maple neck, used in the Little Flames, Fender Jaguar Candy Apple Red, used in the Little Flames. Gretsch Country Gentleman seen live in 2013, black finish, Epiphone Wilshire seen in Isabella video by the Little Flames, Gibson ES335 Honeyburst, amplifiers, Vox AC30 hand-wired, JMI AC30 copy, Orange 4X12 cab and head, pedals, Zvex Fuzz Factory, Dane Electro Real Echo, Electro Harmonix Holy Stain, Electro Harmonix Deluxe Memory Man, Red Witch Moon Phaser, Boss RE20 Space Echo, Boss DD20 Giga Delay, Boss FDR1, Discography. Note: this only includes artists' solo career, not other projects such as The Last Shadow Puppets or The Rascals. Studio albums, EPs, singles, references. External links: official website, Miles Kane on Facebook, Miles Kane Forum, fan site, Miles Kane on Twitter.